What do you think the CCP's involvement here is with these pro-Palestinian protesters? And of course, off the news cycle, Nicole, yesterday, one of them threw I think a bullhorn at an aged Jewish man, hit him in the head, and he's dead. No coverage on that, right? That's fine. We can kill people that are protesting, but it's for the right cause. We just sweep it under the carpet. What's the CCP's involvement in these semi-riots going on, these pro-Palestinian riots on student campuses?
I have always suspicions about the CCP's role behind these incidences because we already know that the CCP was highly involved in instigating the BLM movement. They actually sponsored the movement, and they were happy, they were clapping hands when America has like a racial conflict. So on the issue of the Israel versus Hamas, the CCP is definitely on the side of the Hamas because so far they haven't ever condemned the terrorist attack. And the CCP is very against Israel because they're calling Israel to ceasefire whilst Israel is apparently the victim of the terrorist attack. So I'm highly suspicious of the CCP's participating or even sponsoring the domestic riots in this country because they would like to foment chaos, foment disruptions in this country so that they can benefit from that.
I mean, that's what their whole thing is. They just want disruption. They want riots. They want unsettledness. They want people fighting with each other. I mean, this is part of their plan as they infiltrate us. The Chinese Communist Party has more naval battleships now than the United States, and they control 105 ports globally in 50 countries, and they now have a bigger Navy battleships than the U.S. Does that keep you up at night at all?
Absolutely. I think this should make every American lawmakers lose sleep at night because this is part of the CCP's decade-long Belt and Road Initiative. From a decade ago, Xi Jinping started the Belt and Road Initiative, and the maritime version of that is called the Silk Road on the Sea. So now the CCP has expanded globally, controlling 105 ports in more than 50 countries. And most of these ports are among the busiest choke point of strategic interest to America. For example, the Strait of Hormuz, the Djibouti, and also important ports in Indian Ocean, the Suez Canal, and also, most importantly, Latin America is one of the fastest growing destinations of the CCP's port investment. They're controlling the both ends of the Panama Canal, and they're building a $3 billion mega port in Peru. And some of these CCP's control ports have their military presence, which is only miles away from the U.S. troops. Very, very concerning. For example, in the Haifa port in Israel, the U.S. Sixth Fleet is based there, but the CCP controls there. And sometimes the CCP controls 99 years of the lead of controlling that port in that country, which means the CCP can place their own military, their troops, besides surveillance programs. So I think right now we're facing an increasing threat from the CCP. This country needs a much stronger leadership to deter our number one enemy.
You look at the situation right now, how the CCP has gained both militarily. It doesn't matter what their economy is because they lie about it, but militarily they have gained significantly. They've made inroads. I mean, just look at the one thing we said earlier. And if there's one thing I want to just have people digest, 105 ports globally is what the CCP controls, over 50 countries. I mean, you think about that number, Nicole. That is a wake-up call. They have more battleships than the U.S., and we had Rob Whitman on again, who is head of the Sea Power Committee, the subcommittee, part of the defense apparatus in Congress, who said that every single war game that he has participated in a ground invasion of Taiwan, he said every single scenario for the U.S., one is worse than the next. That's kind of an ominous comment to make, isn't it?
Absolutely. Let's not forget that the CCP's global expansion and modernization of their military forces around the globe is funded by the U.S. taxpayer dollar. It is through the Wall Street investment into communist China and through their stealing of the U.S. People's Public Pension Fund. So we were baking this cake, and this is the reason why we need a tougher policies against the CCP.
Absolutely tougher policies. We're going to see what happens